Hello, everybody, and happy New Year. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. In fair fashion of what tonight's been, my camera is also not on the right person. My camera was overhead anvil cam.
Take two.
Right,
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Bar Run Forge. It is Thursday evening, 6:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you are here. You're there. We're here with Troy and Eli over there. We were supposed to be over there in the Green Woodworking Shop with the studio set up, and the studio went on us. Just flat out. We had it all ready to roll. And so Eli is no Eli cam. Yeah. So happy New Year to everybody. Great to have you in here. This is our first live stream of the new year. We're going to go ahead and start by saying hello to everybody. Mr. Rob Huff at Sharp Bend Forge, if I'm correct.
Man.
About that. High Desert Forge and Ironworks, a.k.a. Mr. Corey Shire. Daniel Baca, D. Baca Maker, here in the beautiful state of Ohio, getting ready to get swamped with some snow.
Yeah, buddy.
Robert Lawness, Bobby at The Treadle Shed, Jeff Killian, and Sister Donut Forge. Hi, Monica, how are you? Mr. Kyle Jones is in here, and he's got a special treat for us as well, up there in the sunny state of Maine at the moment. And Mountain Home Forge, great to have you in here. Mr. Roger Caldwell, he says, sorry I missed last week, spent time with my mom. Well, you don't have to apologize for that. And Mr. Dana Maggiore, our OG, as it were. And Eric is here as well. It's great to have everybody in here. This is our New Year's stream, our first live stream. Mr. Eric at Pumpkin Patch Forge and Ironworks, all the way up there in Xenia, Ohio. So great to have everybody here this evening. This is going to be a sit and chat. It's going to be kind of like a fireside chat this evening, and we've got some things to give away. We've got a few items to give away, don't we, Eli?
Yep, I am working on getting those.
He's working on making that all look pretty and right and everything. So I believe in the snow when it comes. Me too. Eli was talking all kinds. I don't know yet.
Forecast says 16 to 18.
16 to 18 is what they're calling for. Mr. Bill Wheel is here. And I'm the same way. Believe it when I see it. Mr. Jeff Woodring is here. He says, plus me too. Fairborn. I apologize, Eric. There is a difference between Xenia and Fairborn, that's for sure. But, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming for the new year and what our hopes are for the new year. Some of the plans. We're going to do a few giveaways. We had a special giveaway come in. I see what Rob says. And James himself, the Sprinkled Donut Forge. So great to see you in here this evening, young man. Rob says he's ordered a green screen so he can pretend he's in the forge when it's too dang cold to be out there. I get you, man. We are blessed. We have a heater running in the other part of the shop because the HVAC system hasn't been installed yet because the siding hasn't gone down the side of the shop yet. So we're relying on some other sources of heat. And we were relying on other sources of heat this evening because that heater in there is loud. It is
Very
one of those
loud.
big torpedo heaters in there. It runs off diesel and kerosene. So, yeah. That's true. Xenia is the county seat there. So, yeah, that's the plan for tonight. We're going to talk about what's coming up in the new year and talk about what our hopes are and the plans for the shop and plans for the farm and plans for your house. And then we're going to give a few items away. Eli's got some of those, if not all of those, set up.
Yeah, besides the ones that are back here in boxes.
So just really, really looking forward to it. So yeah, this thing is not a salamander. This is more like a Komodo dragon heater. It's a beast.
Very much so.
Your stupid AI. I'm loving your AI pics because Rob. If you look at Rob's, it's on his Instagram, isn't it?
Probably Facebook.
Is it Facebook? Anyway, on Rob's feed, it does some AI images of him and it goes anywhere from like Philippines, Korea, like Pacific Islander to Mexican to just like Texan. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Joshua Panico, or is that Panico? I'm guessing Panico. Kind of like a yit in there somewhere. Happy New Year, Joshua. Anyway, great to have you in here. If you can phonetically send it out there for us, because we're not real bright.
Mildly dyslexic.
So yeah, good thing about it is I got new safety glasses, prescription safety glasses.
Got him.
And so I don't have to have them. Forge is not going, and they're mostly for reading, but I do have the prescription safety glasses. So I like those even better than the last ones I had. Yes, make sure you share, hit that, do all the things that you're supposed to do, and Eli will probably tell you what those things are.
Now you can say it.
Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel.
Like the video.
Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you're reminded every single time we have new content.
Pretty good. What else do you say? Make
sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Rumble.
You just love like throwing them backwards, don't you?
I know. And also the newly updated,
freshly updated, the AI influenced,
website.
Talk about that.
www.barrunforge.com. That is BARRUNFORGE.com. But go in there and buy you a t-shirt.
Go buy you a t-shirt.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about, it is now January the 2nd, and right now, sitting in the blacksmith shop, there are things that are different and things that are very much the same and things that are an absolute disaster. Where did I get prescription safety glasses? Walmart. I went to Walmart Eye Care. I got my regular prescription glasses, and it was only like $19 more for the frames and then the lenses. So
there you go.
I did pretty good. And I apologize. I will probably be drinking a lot of water and doing a little dry cough a little bit. I'm not sure what's getting to me right now, but I'm not sick or anything. I just got that dry cough. We were trying to do a video 2 nights ago.
Yesterday, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday, wasn't it? And it was like 4 or 5 times where I was like,
yeah. Taking me twice as long to edit it. 1, because he's long-winded, and 2, he kept coughing the wind out. I told him to try to shorten it up a little bit, what he was saying. He kind of gave me this scoffing look of like, how dare you? And then when I was editing, I'm halfway through editing, and I still have 22 minutes left to edit. Of just raw footage.
Yeah?
So I was like, yeah, like in total, there's 38 minutes worth of video to cut through.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I didn't think it was that long, but I was like,
part of that was time lapse.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's why I was like, yeah, you need to.
He told me after, he's like, you need to shorten that up.
You need to quit chit-chatting.
And not say so much and say things over and over again.
I get it. You're a preacher. You know how to talk.
It's the thing I do. Tunnel effect. But anyway, we don't have the tunnel effect. We do have paths through the blacksmith shop right now. The fabrication shop and the wood shop look really good. Obviously, we haven't moved everything that's supposed to go in those shops out of this shop yet, and that'll change things a little bit. Where we're trying to keep things very concise, which brings us to what we want to.
Concision.
It's very concise.
Would that be the Asian of concise?
It could be. And updated.
A state of concision.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things. Let's just want to go straight into talking about the shops.
Sure.
Because we can say it that way now. The shops. And that's the way we'll refer to when we're doing things. No, I haven't found another motor for the lathe yet, Roger, but there's a place down the road, not too far away, Batavia, which I may send with you one day, or I may just go do it. I don't know. That redoes motors, and I've got a really cool idea for that lathe anyway. For those of you who don't know, Roger and Jeannie, great people, just amazing people, Caldwell's. And I had mentioned something about a lathe last year at the gathering, which we will also talk about. And they said, "Oh, I got 2 of those. Can I bring you one?" Well, sure, you could bring me a lathe. And they brought this beautiful old antique lathe. And I went to go wire it up a plug and a switch for it the other day, and the motor had some bare wires and it just was unsafe. And I was heartbroken because I was so looking forward to just firing that little beauty up. So now I'm going to have to make a little trip to the electric motor repair place because I want to use that motor. It is very, very much period for that piece, and I just really want to use it that way. I considered for a moment moving it into the green woodworking shop and setting it up on a treadle. So it would be a treadle-powered lathe, and then putting a more updated lathe on the lathe stand, the lathe table. So that may yet happen. I don't know. We'll see. Joshua says the Y is like an so Panico. Okay, very good. We'll try to remember that, being old like I am. They got them at Harbor Freight. Yeah, they do. Speaking of Harbor Freight, if anybody has not seen their new scroll saw at Harbor Freight, it is a beauty. It is fantastic. And yeah, maybe one day. We'll see. So let's talk about the shops. It will refer to those shops in this way. We have the blacksmith shop, and the blacksmith shop is going to contain the blacksmithing items, about half of the shop this way. And the shop, if you have not been in here before, is about 21 feet wide and about 40 feet long. That's in the blacksmith shop. The front half of the blacksmith shop currently has some cabinetry, a big toolbox, and some other stuff that needs to go elsewhere. Got a refrigerator, a freezer, and so the intent with the front half of the shop is that on the one side, which would be directly behind Eli, about 12 feet, would be the bathroom, and we're hoping for that. There's a couple things that need to happen for us to be able to do that. We'll say hi to Shane Lalonde at Oof Barrett Forge. Chaz
Walker jumped.
Oh, hey, Chaz. Yeah, I see that. So we've got to get a couple things taken care of before we can start on the bathroom. And wintertime is a hard time to start on the bathroom anyway, because then you got to get septic and all that kind of fun stuff. So the other hope for that part of the area is to be able to have a place where we can lay out food or things like that with a kind of a bench or a tabletop on the outside.
Kind of like a bar.
Yeah, kind of like a bar. That's probably a better way to put it. And then in between the bathroom and Eli will be our store, essentially. Will be where all our items to be sold and shipped and put together. That will be that area directly behind Eli. So that shelving area and that whole area is going to be changed as well. And then all the way over where the freezer and another fridge is, that's got to go out of here very soon, let's hope. And some cabinetry over to the left is probably going to be changed into our office space and where we're going to package up our things to be out there to go be shipped. Say hello to Matthew, 00 negative. Reading glasses make a world of difference at 45. Yeah, they make a world of difference at 51 too. So with that said, the shipping area, office area over there to that side, and then where currently the CNC table sits, the plasma table is going into the fabrication shop. There's a specific area in here for that. Our hope, this is our goal for the year. This is probably our big dream goal for the year. When you say, Eli, is to get an induction forge in place of where the plasma table is right now. And we already have set up to be able to set up for 2 anvils and a leg vise to have a whole 2 anvil station over there just for induction forging. So if we wanted to come in here and do something very specific, like Eli doing some bottle openers or something like that, run over to the induction forge, have a whole pile of them, just pop, just knock them out right there. And that will permit, if somebody was over here working in the propane forge or the coal forge, that we will be able to, really, really go at it. And for things like the gathering, we would have 2 stations over there for induction forge. We got the propane, we got the coal, and we can set up about, if you've been in here, on top of Greta, in addition to Greta, we can put 2 other anvils in here. So
you probably wouldn't want to put 2 anvils on top.
Not on top of Greta. You could.
Be a little high.
Right. But with that being the case, you could put 3, you could have with Greta 3 stations this way around the coal forge and the propane forge. So easily 5 forging stations in the blacksmith shop. And that really is the goal, to be able to have enough gatherings and enough workspace to be able to have people work and make their way around the shop. And so that would leave, at this point, Hazel and our little Doyle that's already set up for our travel in here for that. And then we've got a couple more anvils that we're planning on using over in the induction area. Rob, I have seen some of the work you're doing, you and Derek and some of the other folks working on their induction forges. And it's just such an amazing piece of equipment for sure. It must be a thing. I'm about to disembowel my whole shop to shift the forging 90 degrees. Wow. There you go. That would be a deal at your shop too, because you've got things pretty well set. I mean, imagine trying to move all of this stuff like around here.
Yeah, I wish it was. I wish it was set up over here.
You do?
Yeah. There's a lot more forging area. You can't set up over there really nicely as an anvil setup.
Yeah.
2 doors there.
Yeah. I mean, if you got people moving in and out of there, it's kind of tough because of the 2 doors there. But if you're over here, you can work from that side of the forge to get over to the treadle hammer or the power hammer.
Right. But for like the gathering and stuff, with people coming in and out of there,
we probably won't put one there for the gathering, just to keep that area clean. But yeah, we got the striking anvil in behind us. Hopefully, we can get working on the big forge press, and then I've got another fun thing to do in the fab shop that's should be ready to go soon. And so then what's going to happen is, to the left of where the induction forge we hope is going to be, there's been a lot of wood power tools and some other kind of power tools on a shelf there. It's been very handy. But our Lincoln MIG welder has been pooping out on us for some time now. And you'll find out that that's all being taken care of in our next video. So there'll be that set of shelves will be leaving, and that area will be utilized for a little bit of help in the welding area. So that's going to be great in here. So, and then to move right along, we've got the one drill press that's basically turned into I won't say a buffer, but like a polisher finisher area.
Yeah.
And then we've got our drill bits and air tools and stuff like that over on that, where we store all our abrasives and files and things like that, over to the drill press, the treadle hammer, and the torch. So all of that stuff should stay pretty much right where it is. Not a whole lot is going to change from basically where Eli is forward, except for we're also hoping to make a new studio station there.
No. We are going to make it.
We are going to, excuse me. Yeah. And that should be coming very, very soon. We'll try to do a little bit of maybe some footage or whatever on some of the changes here in the shop. But that's just in here. The tombstone, no. It's not really even a tombstone. It's a Lincoln MIG, and it's served us well. It has served us well, has it not, Eli?
Yeah.
It's been around for a while, and it's welded a lot of stuff. It got caught up in that first storm over in the Red Barn and just got sitting in water, and I just don't think it ever gotten fixed, truly. So Eric's asking, what about the mill? We'll get in there. We will definitely get in there. And then as far as around here goes, we've got some other plans for in here, but most of that's going to be like vertical storage, and eventually change the flooring in here at some point in time, because
Thomas and I put a hole in the floor.
Yeah. They're already making the concrete where it needs to be replaced. So, and Thomas is in here, by the way.
Yep.
There he is. Still on 9 1/3.
His hand.
Oh, 9 1/3. I got you now. Okay. All right, so that is the blacksmith shop. There's a few trim pieces over here to finish this back wall, and then we've got a plan for right behind us. Probably going to be making a. Can I give that away? Little sign thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we already
So
talked about that.
so we've already kind of talked about it. Where we put the chalkboard up, we're probably going to put either in its place or with it a backlit Bar Run Forge sign. Not to look like anybody else, but that's been a plan for some time. You know, you have the Bar Run Forge over here. It'll be up here. You know, you'll be able to see it everywhere. There's Mr. Josh Smith.
Little shameless self-promotion.
Yeah. And Bloobs. Here's Bloobs. Good to see you guys. So it's great to have everybody in here. That's the blacksmith shop. And the plan for that, there's things that have to happen in the blacksmith shop. But for that to happen, things have to happen in the other two shops. And right on the other side of this wall is what we will be calling the fabrication shop. And in the fabrication shop, there already exists our Gorton 9J knee mill. It's a beast. If you guys have not seen it, it is a beast. We're estimating somewhere around a 5,000 to 5,500 pound machine. And I can't wait for it to be fired up, but we've got to get our electrician in here and finish that wall so that we can set the three-phase rotophase up for that, so that it'll run. It's a three-phase machine, so we've got to get our three-phase set up so we can run it on three-phase. That's direct. I mean, like right there, directly on the other side of the forge. And then on this side over here, we've got we think somewhere right around the turn of 1900. It used to be a belt drive metal lathe, just an absolute beast. And I think it's got like a 6 or 7 foot bed on it. It's a heck of a piece too. So those two pieces were already existing in there for the last year or so, and then everything added to that, we've put in a welding fabrication station with a toolbox and a workstation there. The whole back wall is all wired up. We've got the Vulcan multi-process OmniPro welder all set there, putting stuff on the wall for the grinders and all that fun stuff. And the fabrication table, which has already got some news to go with it, some additions and some modifications to go with our titanium fixture table. And so that's on the other side of the wall from that. And then just moving our way down to this side will be where the plasma table goes. And that whole wall will be plasma table and sheet goods. So that'll be all the metal sheet goods. On the other side is a workbench or assembly area where we can also do TIG welding. So I can sit down and TIG weld. And then on the far end of that shop is a grinding area. So we'll have a couple belt grinders, a place for a vise, and buffer and wire wheel will be down there. I think we also got the portaband set up down there. So that's where that'll probably be. And so we've also got a couple tools in there, like pipe threader, tubing bender, a couple things like that. So we're working towards being able to do some, I won't say heavy, definitely not heavy fabrication, but light fabrication to medium duty fabrication in that area. And so that's well on its way. We've got one wall to finish up, and the entire shop will be enclosed. We just haven't got the ceiling in and the insulation in. So we'll stop. You want to stop there? Go on to the wood shop? Want to give something away? What do you want to do?
Up to you, man.
Because I yammered on for a little while.
About the same time you did with the video yesterday.
There you go.
We can give stuff away.
Do I know how to TIG weld? Not yet. Not yet. But I'm hoping some individuals who know how to TIG weld, wink, 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 will help give me some instructions come April. Never know you need to build a new tractor. Well, there's some information there as well. That's news to come out coming very, very soon. So we're going to pause there for a second. Eli's going to go get some items that we're going to give away. I probably need to go get a hammer for some. Yeah, I'll do your hammer that you made me. How about that? So what you got? You got some. Looks like a full coffee scoop blank. As a one-piece coffee scoop blank. You've got two coffee scoop handles. And these are all Bar Run Forge CNC plasma, and then two bottle openers. You want to do that all in one, or
you pick, man? Bottle openers and then do the coffee stuff?
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do bottle openers. There's two bottle opener blanks. They're blanks. They're not done. They're blanks. And then we'll do a one-piece coffee scoop and two coffee scoop handles in one other one. Can we do that?
There you go.
All right. So what's our key phrase for the bottle openers?
Key phrase?
Yeah, like they want to type it in there.
Yeah.
Bottle me, please.
Nope.
Yes, tractor news. There is tractor news. What do you want to know? Opener blanks.
Opener blanks.
Opener blanks. So start typing in opener blanks. And there's Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. Great to have you in here, brother. Corey says TIG welding is daunting at first and kind of fun once you get the hang of it. I'm all bottled up, Bloob says. Bottle me. Any version of that will be just fine. We'll be fine. These bottle opener blanks are somewhere in the realm of 5 inches.
Yep.
And across right now are about 1 5/8 inches. About 1 5/8 inches. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If this is okay with Eli. Can I steal a sweater blank? Just one?
That's not one of ours.
Okay. Never mind. Opener blanks, he says. All right. So if you guys want in on the bottle opener blanks, again, once we're gonna randomly scroll through the comments like Eli normally does.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you give us, get in touch with us. Don't do it here in the comments because we'll lose it. Get in touch with us through email or whatever. And tell us your address, where to ship it to.
Boom.
Are we open or blanking it?
They're going now.
Okay. Think I should go ahead and start?
There's more people coming in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Renninger. I see Jeffrey Renninger. Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Hello, on my phone, so I can't tag. All right. So, are we ready?
Do your rattle.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Right, we got Mountain Home Forge with opener blanks.
Mountain Home Forge. Fantastic.
Yeah.
George Anderson, Happy New Year to you too. And 3B's Forge. Great to have you in here. Both of you guys. Opener blanks. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining in on that. Did you
got your phone
make a note of that? Yeah, I do.
They just make a list.
No, I got to read.
Uh-oh. Make him do some work out there too.
Man. All right. Let's go back and write a note.
Write a note.
Opener blanks to, who was that?
Let's do Mountain Home Forge.
Mountain Home Forge.
I'll put up, if you haven't already, you can either go to the website or email us directly, barrunforge@gmail.com, or you can go into the website. All of our contact info is there. Recommend email. It's probably the best way to get a hold of us.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sure.
Today is your birthday, Mr. 3B's Forge.
How about it?
And Chuck Miller is in here. Great to have Chuck in here. So if it's your birthday, is it your birthday today for sure? If it is, we have to do something.
Something else? Oh.
I'm guessing it is. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Freebies Forge. Happy birthday to you. There you go. And a very, very unbirthday to you too, Matt. Dagnabbit, I step outside and throw in the trash, and that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, so we'll set those aside. And you want to go ahead and do on to the other one blanks while we're at it?
Yeah.
All right. So your coffee scoop handles are 5.5, right about 5.5, and your one piece is 2 1/8 wide across there. So that's your coffee scoop handle blanks. There's 2 of those,
buddy,
and a one-piece coffee scoop over there.
Those coffee scoop handles are a hot seller.
That's actually our number 1.
Yeah, not to toot my own horn, but those suckers sell like crazy.
Yep. All right. And so they're coffee blanking.
Coffee blanking away.
Coffee blank.
Coffee blanking.
Again, they are blanks. They are not completed handles, okay? So you got to do some work once you get these.
CNC.
We're not doing everything for you now.
CNC plasma cut and shaken to death in a concrete mixer.
They are shaken, not stirred.
I don't know about shaken. Maybe they're like
rattled.
Rattled, yeah. Tumbled.
Tumbled. They're certainly tumbled.
Violently tumbled.
Violently tumbled.
Because, like a tumbler kind of has that slow roll to it. Ours has more of a violent beat down.
Yes, very much so. All right, let me know when you think they.
Oh, they're going for it.
They're going, aren't they? Blanks are so fun.
They are going for it.
They are fun. Black Hole Forge. Every time I see Black Hole Forge, I always think of the
song.
The song.
Yeah.
Like you'd want Black Hole Forge.
Rob, wait, I got to forge them myself.
That's right.
All right, I'm out.
You got work to do. Okay, here we go. On the coffee blanks.
All righty.
Here we go.
I got metal blueberries with coffee blanket me.
Coffee blanket me. Metal blueberries.
Mr. Bloobs, you know what to do's.
You know what to do. All right. So there's the
coffee blanket me.
Coffee blanks with an X.
There you go.
All right. So we ended up kind of talking about the Fab Shop, and thank you guys for joining in on that. And so the Fab Shop kind of ends down there around the grinding area, and then as soon at each end of the shop there's an opening, a doorway, so to speak, but only one of them is probably going to have a door on it. And that goes into the wood shop. And the wood shop is actually going to have 2 sections to it. All right, Josh, we'll be here for a little while yet, but coffee scoop me, please. So anyway, you go into the wood shop, and I would say at the front of the wood shop, that's up at this end, be the west end, is more on the conventional woodworking side of things with the power tools, the miter saws, and all that type of equipment, bandsaw. And so that's up on the west side of the wood shop. And I really don't want to give a whole lot away on that, but all those walls are enclosed. We just don't have the ceiling in that part either. We're kind of waiting on our best option on the installation side, and we got to have funds to do that as well. We kind of really want to do that soon because it's getting cold. It's getting cold. And I know, poor Troy and Eli in their heated and air-conditioned shop, right? Yes, poor us. But anyway, so most of that, and there's a really cool workbench side, and then an L with a kind of assembly area as well. Really, I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. But the part that we were going to be in this evening is what we're kind of referring to as the green woodworking shop. That's where we'll be able to do with the shave horse and the draw knife and the carving tools, and hoping to make things like log furniture. Those types of things will be in there, and that is a really more primitive type of woodworking side, and the appearance in there is different than on the conventional woodworking side as well. So beyond that is basically our other tool and material storage area. So each of those sections, which it used to be a feedlot for our hogs,
Yep.
is a little about right around 16 feet wide, and then about 40 feet long. Maybe a little bit more than that. So about 40 by 16 in each section. So there's 3 pens. One section is the fab shop, one section is the 2 wood shops, and then the last section is our storage area. The storage area is really rough right now because it still has the old siding on it. We still have posts to repair, and then some parts of that section, or the whole reason why the roof fell off, is because it was open to an easterly wind, and it just picked it up and folded it over. So that's still got to get done. But there's a brand new roof over the top of all of it right now. So the key is we get insurance to pay up on what they should pay up on so that we can get the siding finished up and enclose the building, get it insulated, and things will be good there. We are going to do, when we get to the point where it's ready to be functional and ready to go, we'll do a full, tour video of the whole thing. I kind of almost wanted to hold off on doing that until the gathering, because there are guys that I want to just have come in April and go, wait, what?
Yeah.
And not have any kind of preconceived notion. Now, some of you have already been here, so you've already seen it. Roger has been here. Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse was here, but nowhere near what's going on in there right now. Roger and Daniel Baca probably have the most updated vision of what's going on in those 2 areas. But man, so excited about that. And that's the plan for the shops. So there's a lot to do. And if we want to get all that done between now and April 25th, we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. And speaking of April 25th, Eli, what's happening April 25th? Thomas has been here. Thomas has seen it. That's true.
Thomas got a up close and personal, first-hand view, if you will. Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
I'm glad that you're getting your pens out soon. April, yes. Boom. There you go. It is ready to rock and roll up on the website.
Hold on just a second.
I already got it up on there. You too late for that, bub.
All right.
The gathering is up on the website. You can click the little register now button. Let us know that you're going to be here. Even if you've already told us you're going to be here, make sure you click in on the website there. That just gives us an easy way to count kind of who's going to be here, what your living situation is, as far as if you're going to bring a tent, if you're going to be in a camper, if you're going to Airbnb it or whatever. All that information is on there. Plus, if you got guests and people you might be bringing too. So.
And you're not locked into anything if you sign up.
No. It's not like
just That's trying to give us an idea of how much food to have. If we need to find a way to get more RV hookups or tent spots or something like that. So that's really the goal for that. Is
the other side to that is probably try to get out at least this week is we're going to do a gathering package. So include a shirt with it, and
I saw a preview of the shirt today.
Yep.
Gonna be good.
Finalize that, and that way we'll have, if you've been here before, it won't be year specific most likely, but you'll at least have the Bar Run Forge the Gathering T-shirt, and then probably throw in like a blank or something like that, and then haven't quite figured out anything else we want to do with it. But that kind of helps us out too. One, it gives you a shirt and kind of something to remember the weekend by, and also helps us out a little bit with some of the costs as well. So
a swag pack,
swag bag, or a wag bag.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, if you say bag, then we have to include a bag.
Yeah, swag, open air of things.
Open air swag.
Yeah,
a swag pile.
Swag pile. Yeah, you have to call it the swag pile.
Because I don't want to commit to giving these folks bags. Already,
No,
you know? Come on.
definitely. Flag pile.
Well, brother James, you are always welcome here, buddy. As are so many of you.
Used to say everything's unlocked, but unfortunately we can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
but
used to all be unlocked.
Yeah. Now we're tighter than Fort Knox around here. To get in the shop, there's 3 doorways, and you have to have passcodes to get in those doors. Get in the houses, you have to have passcodes. To get in the barn, you have to have a passcode. So
I was thinking about this the other day because you were back here and the alarm went off. There's a patrolling video camera in here.
Yeah.
And it goes off when somebody goes by, a motion detecting.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, my dad slept in here during the blizzard of '78.
Yeah.
On top of a hog crate.
Yep.
On a baby bed mattress. And my dad was 6'2". While we were having baby pigs in a blizzard. And we got passcodes on the doors now and security cameras.
I'm sitting next to a propane heater and have a
with Wi-Fi.
And I have a space heater by my feet.
Sorry, Papa.
Yeah, I'm over here comfy.
Oh, shoot. So anyway, that's, for the gathering, again, as I've said, I am so looking forward to the gathering this year. And it's not even part of it. The main reason why I'm looking forward to the gathering this year is the people.
Yeah.
I just look forward to every time I'm here during the gathering and I see a car pull into the driveway. I'm giddy, man, because I know some of my friends are here to have a great weekend together. I know there will probably some long-haired, red-haired hippie freak probably come up to our window and order a cheeseburger at some point in time.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, we have a drive-through window.
Yep,
but it's
kind of a blow-through window at the moment.
Yeah, it's patched.
And I'm waiting
no particular reason why.
Change that out when we get the siding.
There's no reason why it's got a hole in it.
Rob says I'll try to make it this year again, maybe longer with a station. Yeah, that would be great, man. We always love having you. Cameras are awesome to have. Need a few in the east. Yeah.
You want to give?
Matt says I hate that guy.
I hate that guy. What's his order?
Did he just say I could have a
00 negative?
Oh. We may have to make a special burger for the weekend.
Yeah, make the 00 negative burger.
Burger. Wow.
Hey, it'd be a good idea. You got the flat top grill?
Yeah.
Make one of those grill presses. Make smash burgers. Might be a good meal option.
Okay. I wouldn't be offended by that.
I made well, you guys were on the live stream when I made it. I made one of those burger presses out of some thick material. And one of my supervisors is the one that he bought it from me. And he finally got to use it probably a month ago. And he said, yeah, man, had the family over and they all were like, what are we having? He said, oh, I'm making burgers. And then he realized he had the burger press and he was like, oh, I'm making smash burgers. He said, I think you made 30 of them. And he said, I wanted to make like another 20 more just because of how fun it was.
Fun. Yeah, that's awesome. Matt says got to have jalapeno and sriracha. Okay.
Hey, all right.
Makes sense. That makes sense. That's 2 negatives, right? Or to the positive.
You want to give something else away now?
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit. I mean, very very briefly again about the gathering. We're gonna still have forging outside, but most of that's going to be in the shed.
Shed barn.
Yeah. There's Andale, like one of the sweetest human beings on the planet, bar none. Love Andale. Now the other thing that if our committed attendance, our RSVPs and people we have planned to come is larger than what we've had, our current canopy situation for eating will not cover it.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why we need to know who all's coming, because I don't want to put one canopy out there and tables for 15 people or 20 people when there's going to be 38 people or 40 people here, which I hope there is. I hope there's at least that.
Let's get one of them big old circus High top tents.
So, that's one of the things I'm going to probably try to research is to find out what it takes to put one of those party tents out there. And, we put that in that parking, in the turnaround area, in the barn lot, to be able to do that for everybody.
We've got one right. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
That thing will be coming down relatively soon.
Yeah.
The wind helped it out.
Yeah, the wind has helped out the
Finished
tarp barn tremendously.
I'm not going to lie. When I was walking back from the shop last night, I forgot that the rest of it had been pretty much ripped off, and it was now just a sail in the wind. And I was just kind of, taking my sweet time, getting out of here and taking a couple steps, and all of a sudden, big old white thing just kind of whips by me. And I was like, for half a second, I just ready to fight. Didn't know what was going on.
How much are VIP tickets? Probably the same price as they have been.
Free 99.
Free 99. There you go. So, gathering. What else do we want to talk about the gathering real quick before we give something away?
Sign up for it. Make a plan to be here.
Don't miss it.
4 months.
Yeah, you got 4 months to put that in the schedule. Make it all happen. Again, we got camper spots, camper hookups as far as electric goes, at least, and you can fill up with water here on the farm. We're going to have plenty of space for tent camping in the area. There are a few hotels and some Airbnbs.
Yep.
If you guys like state parks, there's lots of state parks in our area to be able to stay in that area. So lodging, we can get you taken care of. That shouldn't be any problem. If you are a musician, please bring your musical instrument.
Yeah.
Because we're going to try to do some music over the weekend.
Yep. Last year we got a little bit of just picking. Really.
Yeah, and it's just really interesting because people you wouldn't expect, and
Bill Corey,
like all of a sudden pick up a guitar and just start playing. Yeah. Any educational people coming? Switzer maybe, not Switzer. We are trying, and let me be very open with this. There are people we're trying to get here to come here, and there are some people who would like to come, but this is part of their business. This is part of their livelihood. So some of the people that I would really like to come and who would like to come have to justify being able to come, get away from their business,
right?
On a spring weekend.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then they're going to require financial compensation. And since this is a free event, that would come directly out of Bar Run Forge to be able to do that. Right. So we're kind of leaning away from that. We're trying to invite people who would really like to come. And, because of people like Bill Corey, Roy's been here before, we can do some instructional things. If Rob's here, there's tons of stuff Rob can show us, and some of you other great smiths and makers. And here's the other side. Now that we have these other parts of the shop, we can add those things to the weekend. It doesn't have to be all blacksmithing. It can be making for the weekend. So yeah, I mean that's what we're hoping for. Yes.
Liability waivers.
Oh yeah.
We do have to introduce that this year just for insurance purposes. Nothing major, just standard liability.
Yeah. Basically what they call hold harmless.
Yeah. Thomas forgot to sign one of those. And
that's going to be one of those things that and a kind of a learning lesson from us. And thankfully, we're blessed with Thomas being a brother and a friend that, he didn't hold us liable for the incident. But basically that's to get that done. We're going to have a spot where you can just grab that hold harmless, fill it out, do it, put it in the file, and then we get that out of the way.
Yep.
Because we don't want that to squelch a fantastic weekend. Because there may also be minors here, and those have to be, we have to watch out for them as well. So the hold harmless, we'll have those here, and if you do come here, we've been advised that basically if you come here and hang out and forge with us, we kind of have to do that. If I have workers work on the farm or something like that, we have to do those things. So
world we live in, unfortunately.
Yep. Now, the other side of that is, and Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse can attest to this, this is not a blacksmithing only event. It just so happens that the majority of people that are here and have been blacksmiths. This is a family event. We've had people bring their wives and their children and just friends, all kinds of people. Dogs. We've had We've
Yeah,
had people bring their dogs. Um, so this is a family-friendly event. We can certainly be here with all kinds of different kinds of people and feel comfortable being here. You can come here and relax and just watch things happen all weekend. Video it if you have a channel, or just want to take pictures of the whole event and share that. If you want to blacksmith the whole time, if you want to work in the wood shop the whole time, if you want to work in the fab shop the whole time, and maybe we might have some people showing us how to TIG weld, or work a mill or a lathe or something like that. Who knows? So we want this, basically it's just like a maker's weekend, but also a weekend for families to come and enjoy themselves, for individuals to come and just get away for a little bit and just relax. If that's all you want to do, that's what we're here for. And it is a free event and always will be.
Did it mention it's free?
It's free. All right, let's give something away. How about the thing that we got offered today?
So drop the hammer on him.
Our very dear friend, Mr. Kyle Jones,
Oh, yeah.
got a hold of me today and said, "Hey, can I add something to the giveaways?" And Eli's showing you pictures of it, I'm guessing.
Yep, it's right up there, blocking everybody's face.
So Kyle Jones has offered us a restored and rehandled 2.5 pound, I believe.
2 or 2.5?
I think it's 2.5.
Double check.
And by the way, Pete Fields is in here, and he's like, "Well, I'd like to come, but it's really just far away. It's a long distance for Pete. Probably all of 8 miles, 9 miles."
2.5.
Brother, you better be here this year. All right, tell the kids and the wife that they fend for themselves this year. Yep. You need to be here, and everybody else needs to meet Mr. Pete Fields. By the way, not just Mr. Pete Fields, Pete Fields, bodybuilding champion.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Fields the Pete the Shredded.
Bodybuilding champion Pete Fields. That should be in front of Pete Fields. And I know him. If all 3 shops are up and running, we could do a project that incorporates all 3. That's a great idea, Rob.
Would be pretty cool.
Let's work on thinking about that.
And I mean,
you could make a handle. You could do all kinds of stuff. This is so cool.
One of the things that we've always tried to incorporate with is the hammer still up there. I'm going to go ahead and put the comment for the hammer up there.
Hammer me. Get hammered.
There you go. One of the things we always try to incorporate with the gathering is something that you could walk away with.
Yeah.
Like the first year we did the mini hammers. Well, no, the first year we just kind of hung out. That was Matt, Frank, and
second year.
Yeah, second year we did the small hammers, small crossbeam hammers. Everybody got to walk away with either a completed hammer or a hammer head to finish yourself. Kyle Jones walked away with a monstrous hammer. What was the third year? We did tongs.
Tongs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roy and Bill taught us how to do tongs. Everybody got a chance to walk away with tongs.
Yep.
Chris Schaefer set all the material up for us.
Yep.
And then last year, Bill Corey showed us how to do hinges.
Forge welded hinges.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I still got a set of them around here somewhere that
we still got finish up. Material and ones that are kind
and everybody got to walk away with the jig to make them.
That's true.
Made jigs up for everybody to do the hinges.
Yeah, and took all of 20 minutes.
Yeah. Round stock and some angle iron. So
yeah, very cool.
That is the goal, that you walk away with knowledge, friendship, food, and something probably forged or made.
Sure. Why not?
So there you go.
So
all right,
Kyle Jones has offered to ship out that hammer that he rehandled and finished up really nice.
Nice looking hammer. I was kind of sad to have to give it away.
Kind of neat one. So he's going to ship it from Maine all the way to you. If you so desire to win it. So are we hammer me? We kind of petered off on the hammer thing there.
Yeah.
But put it, if you want it, you got to tell them.
Shoot, man, I don't see a whole lot of hammer comments.
They don't want it.
I'll start commenting.
Yeah.
I'll scroll.
They don't want this hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want a 2.5 pound cross-peen hammer that's been rehandled and looks pretty doggone good.
Yeah. Nobody wants it.
If nobody wants it, then I guess Kyle's just going to have to ship it here.
Yeah. And when you come for the gathering, you can see what you missed out on.
That's right.
There we go. Now we're kicking.
All right. Keep them coming. It's hammer time. Hammer. Get me hammered. Now they're coming in there. I use the tongs often. That's good, Jeff. Jeff, I hope you're able to get here this year, man, because we miss seeing you guys. All right, now we're getting down to the hammers. Here we go.
Yep. This is shipped all the way from Maine.
All the way from Maine. So you can have it could be your main hammer.
It would be a good main hammer.
All right, I think they're coming in here. You ready?
No, give it a couple seconds.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You got to remember, there's a delay.
That looks, fingers one says that looks pretty. Yeah.
Got to remember there's a delay. Now they're cooking.
Here it comes.
Now they're cooking. Think about it. Whenever I'm scrolling back and forth on the mouse, that's a wide gap of just.
That's true.
Got to have a bunch of comments to make it. Yeah.
All right, I think they're ready now. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You're going to have to redo it. And on Kyle Jones.
All right, we're still going. Kyle wins everything.
We have Andale Homestead with Hammer Time.
Andale? Andale's getting herself a hammer.
There you go. Hammer Time with music notes.
Main hammer.
Main hammer. Congratulations,
Dale Homestead. Way to go.
I guess I can take the
Andale
picture off of here. All right.
Okay, I got it written down.
Yeah, so we talked the first time I was scrolling through it, and I was like, all right, who'd I land on? It was Kyle Jones, and I was like,
Kyle, you could be freaking. No, you don't have to be kidding me because Kyle wins.
Kyle wins everything.
Kyle needs to be exempt from all games, all drawings here, for sure.
And again, I normally do this at the beginning of it. It's not a huge giveaway stream, so I won't go through and. We don't have a bunch of new people. You guys have been here before. I take my mouse. You see the little scrolly thing right there. And I literally just back and forth, up and down, back, up, down, back, up. Just randomly swing back and forth. When he stops, wherever it lands is where it goes to. Literally landed on Kyle.
Dana, take care. Now, who do I email? barrunforge@gmail.com.
Yep, email barrunforge@gmail.com. I'll put that up at the end.
Yep.
If not, go to the website. All of our contact info is on there. The website is www.barrunforge.com. That is BARRUNFORGE.com. Booyah.
Back to me.
I believe so. So we got one more giant giveaway.
We got a big one.
Got a big one
for us.
It'd be a pretty cool thing to receive.
Either way, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. So what else have we talked about? We talked about the gathering a little bit. We talked about shops.
Talked about 2025 plans.
Yeah, 2025 plans,
which include the gathering and the shop.
Sure. And we've got plans for more events to go to set up, forge, and demonstrate and sell. We're working on some other opportunities for that.
A little more here in Ohio.
Yeah.
We got a good relationship now with some people in Indiana, so we got 2 shows in Indiana.
Back-to-back
weekends, which work out great. Trying to work our way down into Kentucky. Mm-hmm. So put in a couple, I don't know, like mission forms for those. So
there you go.
Hopefully try to do that. Show it to the hubs. We are excited. Good deal.
Great. That is great.
Good deal.
Yes. Okay. So you send that to us.
Yep. Send us the info.
And we'll forward that info on to Kyle Jones. He's going to ship it from Maine to you down in North Carolina.
Will there be a shooting range? As much as that would be a blast, definitely can't do that with insurance.
Yeah, I think our hold harmless would end right there.
I actually just talked to. We used to do that on our. We used to call it guys only weekend. Now we call it man camp.
Yeah.
Basically, just a little weekend retreat at our local Christian camp, and just all the guys get to hang out, and we do a very intense volleyball tournament, basketball tournament, and then a extremely intense dodgeball tournament, and then up until the past 2 years, a very, very intense ping pong tournament. And then the next day we used to do trap shooting. And I was talking, my good friend Alec is one of the director. Is he a director?
Yeah, director of programming.
Programming director. I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, we found out how much insurance would be to keep doing trap shooting now," and he was like, "There's absolutely no way." So,
No.
unfortunately, you can't.
No.
Also, I was very annoyed today because YouTube is now incorporating like automatic censorship if you say the GUNS word.
Yeah.
Or anything kind of similar to that. Because I was watching a clip.
Can you still say like pew pew?
Yeah. The algorithm hasn't really caught on to some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But Joe Burrow was talking about he got his offensive lineman Christmas gifts. And he was like, well, jokingly, they first told me they wanted GUNS. And it's like, the video sounds like, well, jokingly, they first told me they wanted. He said, but instead, I figured that was a little too extreme, so I got them swords.
Yeah.
So I'll see if it cuts me off on swords. But yeah, the stupid YouTube algorithms, man.
Yeah. Yep.
And obviously, that probably goes a little bit more towards giant accounts that millions of subscribers.
Sure.
If they come find us, like I can probably say guns on here, and they're not going to be like, we're taking you off of YouTube forever.
Right.
But
which is kind of a shame because I have a friend who has a Gatlin pew pew.
Yeah.
Which would be a lot of fun.
It's also funny too because there is gun content videos on YouTube.
Plain.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the shows that I love to watch is the Grand Thumb guys, and they're talking about guns all the time.
Yeah,
it's just ugh. Did it actually cut me off?
Really?
Hold on, I'm listening to it. I haven't been paying attention.
Well, while he's talking about that, so there was a question about the farm. So that was one of my other things to talk about. Let's go back to the shop for a second. The entire goal for the shop this year is that the shop is profitable. That we have kind of basically been self-sustaining between YouTube and our sales has allowed us to at least take care of our bills and then buy some of the shop tools and things like that. This year, the intent is really that the shop makes money and to be able to provide things like what we're doing with the gathering and other things like that.
Hold on, sorry. To clarify, I censored.
Oh, you muted yourself.
I muted myself from saying it when I was explaining the video.
Gotcha.
Because then when I was like, I said guns and swords, it actually catches it. Like once you hear this part, you'll hear that it says guns and swords. But the first time I was trying to explain the video because it was just like and you're like, he's clearly saying guns and swords.
Right.
You can't not tell what he's saying.
Anyway, okay, so on the farm, and then we'll do our final giveaway. I think it was him censoring himself. He said it multiple times. So you should be able to know.
I'm listening in.
I don't think they're that quick anyway. I mean, it's like, who knows? So, as far as the crops go, because you've seen us do some farm videos as well. Our crops, we have a long-term lease now with a person we go to church with, and that I do some farm work for. And so the crop ground, what we call the tillable acres, is all going to be taken care of by them. We literally just found that it was not sustainable for us to continue to do it without losing money.
Yeah.
And so we thought there's no reason to do it when we know we're going to lose money, and they can overcome because they have a higher volume of acreage that allows them to do that. However, we have ground that is not necessarily tillable, but it can produce a crop like hay. So we have acreage of forage crops here on the farm, and we have had older hay equipment that I've tried to make do with. And so what we did is we sold or traded away nearly all of our row crop stuff. We have a combine and a planter left on our row crop side. That's it. So really? Big Glen and the planter, the Deutz House planter, are the only thing left of row crop equipment. With that, the sale of that permitted us to go buy a brand new tractor. So a Deutz Bar 80 horse cab, 4-wheel drive, loader. And then with that, also, we were able to purchase brand new hay equipment. pretty much everything except a tedder. And we'll see.
Square baler.
Yeah, that's true. We did keep the square baler, and I just went and saw it today. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Um,
Parkland.
Yep, should be good. He's got it all tuned up and ready to roll. So we did keep the old square baler. We kept the disc bind and the tedder and the old New Holland roller bar rake.
Yeah, buddy.
We kept that.
Yep.
So some of our old hay
I don't know that
equipment
you could
stays
get
around.
rid of it. I think those things, once they land on a farm, unless
That's where they stay.
Yeah.
That's where they stay. So a few of our hay pieces have stayed on the farm. And other than that, we got pretty much everything sold off on that. So we really don't see it happen to where we can get back into row crop farming on this current property because it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It's just not enough acreage to produce.
When I was in college, getting my degree in ag, it was one of those things. It was just kind of like startling statistics of how company farming, corporate farming, and just farming in general, obviously the demands of the modern age, not everybody needs to live on a 10-acre farm with a cow and chickens and everything like that because everything's so commercialized.
Yeah.
And not that I necessarily knock that, but at the same time, the small family farm can't survive anymore because 80 acres doesn't produce enough with how much you have to spend to keep upkeep. You don't get enough return on that. So we were talking about it in one of I think it was like my animal science class or one of my subsequent animal science class, like dairy science, beef science, whatever. It would have been 2017. The amount of family farms that basically either went bankrupt, shut down, or were bought out by corporation or company was 217 that year in 2017. I was like, the number was like too close to remember that. Next year in 2018, the number was almost triple that. And then, if I remember correctly, in 2021, reading something about this, that it was some weird statistic on how it was like, I mean, there's basically no family farms left. Like all family farms within like the Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, Indiana, like had dropped so far below that like it wasn't hardly a number.
You basically have to go an hour and a half to 2 hours north of here before you can find the family farms that are just family farms.
Yeah.
And the reason being is they have accumulated acreage and wealth for so long that everybody is engaged in that process in the farm.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a point where you have to just basically have bought all the other family farms out.
Right.
And the guys that around here that survive and thrive are the guys that now have bought out thousands of acres. And even then, those guys now you're starting to see like the bigger name thousands of acres guys are not even comparison to, the guys that own tens of thousands of acres, the big conglomerate farming and things like that. So yeah, it's not something that, a little rinky-dink 80-acre farm in Ohio is not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Kevin, take care, buddy. Paul Casper, welcome in, buddy. Great to have you in here. Anytime, man.
7:45. So
7:45.
Sees to drop off people. So
basically, on the farm side, we're going to continue to crank up the garden a little bit more, greenhouse, things like that. Well, you'll see pretty much hay videos and some other things around the farm and back in the woods and things like that. Those are the things you'll see. So after we do our last giveaway, I'll have one little thing to say about what our plans are for 2025, and then that'll be it. So our last giveaway, Black Hole, if you can hang around, man.
Might be a good.
Might not want to miss this.
Yeah, man.
So our final giveaway for the evening for our New Year's stream is going to be Eli.
You keep talking. I'm going to try to get it
pulled
up here. I've got a couple examples.
I don't want to give it away.
Here.
Should I go ahead and tell them what it is?
You can say that it's part of our plasma table.
Okay. So obviously you guys know that our plasma table has started to really do its thing here.
Finally.
Yes. And Eli's really getting a good grasp on it. And so we're making now monogram signs, and we're also making custom design signs We're doing the blanks. So we're trying to diversify all throughout, not just to make blacksmith blanks or tools or that kind of thing. And we're not just trying to make signs, but we're also trying to do other things as well. And one of those things that we are going to do for tonight, because we can do that, is we're going to offer up a custom-made shop sign for the winner tonight.
Yeah, man. I've got
so there are basically two options, right? There's
the
anvil.
Yep. So there is two options here, and I just kind of pulled these off the internet to give examples, rough examples of that. But the two options, basically, because of blacksmiths, the old school blacksmith shops, you would forge out your sign hanger. And this was actually one of our challenges that we did earlier this year. We didn't get a chance to make one, but when you get here for the gathering, there will be one out there that says Bar Run Forge, and it will look amazing. But for you all, one of the things we want to offer as a product is custom-made blacksmith signs. So the two options that I have in mind are the two that you see up on the screen. You see the one that's kind of like the anvil shape. Now, obviously, there's not a shop name written into that anvil, but basically say, okay, if you're Debaka Maker, I'd put Debaka Maker inside of the anvil. Same thing goes with the one below it that's kind of the oval shape. Blackthorn Forge or whoever that might be, put your name on there, maybe do a little design like that one does or something along those lines. But basically, you've got two options. So if you're the winner of it, then get in contact with us, and then we'll go from there and get you a sign made up. Probably going to be somewhere between the 18 to 24 inch range. Our plasma table is a 24 by 24, which limits us to anything just shy of 2 foot by 2 foot. So if you got a sign bracket and you want to get a cool sign to go out in front of your shop, you have a chance to win one tonight. And then after tonight, once we kind of get one of these going, I plan to do either the other one or make a couple of these and get some options, and then they're going to be up for sale on the website. So then, similar to our monogram name signs that I just dropped earlier yesterday, be a custom sign available for order on the website, which is www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. So cool. All right, I'm going to put
that was a really good way
to
describe all of that, Eli.
Thank you.
Good job.
You act like I can't describe it.
You ought to be able to describe it. You've been working on it.
Yeah.
Enough.
That is true.
So, sign the shop. Shop sign. Sign of the shop.
Yeah, man. This
sign.
Is the sign of the times.
Sign of the times. I saw the sign.
Yeah.
So, this is really cool, and it's kind of launching us into a new era, a new option here for the shop. And, obviously it's not a blacksmithing thing, but it's something that, again,
helps blacksmiths.
It helps blacksmiths, and it sets us up to be able to make stuff, to make money for the shop, to do the stuff. It's kind of a cycle that needs to happen. You have to make the thing that will make money to do the thing that, Eli, what did you get 1,000 times in your ear as you were growing up, about doing things? You got to do. You do the thing.
Where's your sister?
Yeah, where's your sister? Heard that a lot.
Yeah.
Heard that a lot. We do
the things that we have to do to get to the things that we want to do.
There it is, right there.
You can't see me on screen right now, but I shuddered a little bit.
Yeah, there was a cold chill that went up his back. So we do the things we have to do to get to the things we want to do. So to be able to make it possible for us to do the things we want to do in the shop, we do the things that we have to do, the things that makes us money. Are they signing it up enough?
Not yet. I'd say this is a pretty big one. I want them to be spamming the chat.
So that's the plan. That's the reason why.
Spam is good.
Hey, by the way, spam. I got 3 cans of spam for Christmas. I got 2 cans of bacon spam.
Bacon spam.
And 1 can of maple spam.
Maple spam and bacon spam.
Nice.
Not a bad option.
Yep. That's not going to go well with your salt intake.
Yeah, no.
That'll be like 4 days worth of salt.
Yeah.
All right, I think they're ready.
I don't know. I keep them a little bit longer.
Captain Core Mirica?
Captain Court America. Something like that. Yeah. Welcome in.
Welcome. Just saw that one scroll by real fast.
Spam is going.
Yep.
All right. You think you're ready?
Yep. All right, for the sign, here we go.
We ended on Robert Lonis.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. That is cool. Everybody went, yeah, sure, right. It was either Robert or it was Kyle.
Yeah,
right?
no, it would have been Kyle. Actually, Kyle was right below him.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. No, I'm not kidding you.
You're not kidding.
Not kidding you. Yeah. Not to spoil your chance at winning it, Kyle, but you were right below.
So now, if you did not win the sign tonight, you now know you can come to barrunforge.com. That's BA.
Not yet. I don't have them up on the sign, but
soon.
Soon.
Yep. And you can order your particular shop sign.
Might have to do a discount or something for all of our friends that are on the stream right now. Just
give them a secret code.
Yeah, we'll have to do you're watching this right now.
Maple spam.
Maple spam will be the code. We'll do like a 10% off on the price.
Yeah.
Sound good?
So listen, we're not going to post it up there.
Yeah, it's not going to be there. So.
You have to understand. You write it down right now. We will give you a discount. All caps, maple spam.
Maple spam.
If you don't put that in for the discount code, you will not get the discount on your shop sign. So only those of you who are in here tonight, and I suppose if you rewatched it later on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna, but our live streams probably garner maybe 180 to 250 views. So it's not like it's gonna be.
So all caps, maple spam,
maple spam, all one word, like all one word,
all maple spam,
maple spam. Write that down. That's just
code,
just so we don't forget it. So
maple spam.
Yep.
Maple spam.
Maple spam.
All right, I got that down.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
We'll make a post up on Instagram and Facebook once these are officially available. Like I said, I want to be able to. Now that Bobby's won one, I'll get his sign made up, and then plan is to make one for our shop.
I think they misunderstood. Hold on.
What's that?
We don't want you to put maple spam in the comments right now.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is write it down because when we get the signs
it'll be a code on the website.
The only way to get the discount is when you go to the website and order your sign and put the code maple spam.
Yeah.
Okay?
One word, maple spam.
One word, all caps,
will be the discount code once they are live on the website.
On the website. Not here.
Facebook and Instagram.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
So check the website. Make sure you keep up with us on social media. That's where I usually post everything. Once these are live, there will be a discount code option.
Maple spam.
Maple spam.
All caps.
One word. Haven't decided full on price yet. Just kind of have to go through and calculate our costs and everything like that. Our signs right now. Excuse me. Our signs right now for the name monogram signs are. I'm trying to talk.
I'm sorry, Roger Caldwell hit me.
I know.
That was good.
Our signs right now for the monogram signs are for a 12-inch sign is $50. The 18-inch sign is $75, and then the 2-foot by 2-foot is $100. So it'll probably be similar to kind of they're probably going to be 18 to 2 feet, so probably around the $100 range or so. But like I said, they'll be up on the website, so we'll let you know once those are live. Now you may proceed with your tomfoolery.
No, so I had a quote from a particular movie there a second ago, and Roger Caldwell hit right in with another thing from the movie. Pretty good. All right. What's going to happen? I kind of got lost in the shaking it here, boss. Anyway, so the plan is for this year is to do those things that help us out in the shop, to make money for the shop so we can do the things that we want to do here in the shop. And one of the things that will also allow us to do because we're not doing so much out on the farm with the row crops, is we're now opening ourselves up to do more content. Now, whether that means we will be bringing back the Faith and Forge podcast,
Forged in Faith.
Forged in Faith podcast. We don't know that yet. The Sundays at 7 kind of was replaced by the Faith and Forge.
Forged in Faith.
Forged in Faith. The Forged in Faith podcast replaced Sundays at 7.
However, the good thing is, and I just saw that YouTube has kind of finally clarified this, you can do podcasting through YouTube. So being able to do something like the Sundays at 7 and turn it into the podcast is a little bit easier now, the way that YouTube's formatting and stuff is. So we'll have to reconvene on that one.
Right. But that also allows us to do more long-form videos as well, because we'll have more time. We won't be so much focused on the shop build and things like that. I understand we have not done any videos of the shop build.
I haven't done any videos in like 3 months.
It's been a while. And part of the reason for that is we've been extremely busy. Things are crazy. We're missing a roof, things like that. I understand that's all content.
Yeah.
But that's not our primary.
Yeah.
And I really just don't want to get away from what we do on a regular day-to-day basis to make things happen around here just to make content. We are a content provider, but that's not our primary.
Yeah.
If this was our whole gig, if we were able to make enough money through the shop that Eli could quit his job, we would be full-time content creators. But we're not. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
We're monetized, but we're not YouTube millions.
If you go to our YouTube and look at our top 10, 15 videos, I think 2 of them are actually blacksmithing related.
Yes.
And a forge and an anvil. The first #1 actual forged video is bending fork. Is the bending fork video. You could technically say handled slot punch, but that's less forging and more just chopping.
This is our #1 forging video.
Yeah, and it's barely garnered 1.7 thousand views. So,
me with a cell phone watching Eli's house come down the driveway.
267,000 views and climbing. It's currently going bananas.
Yeah. I had no microphone.
Yeah.
No tripod. Just me hand holding my cell phone.
Yep.
And watching them move his house.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
Your impatient mother just tried to call us.
Okay.
So it's probably getting close to
all right. So
food time.
Guys, 2025 already starting off with a bang. We're really excited about what is going to happen here at Bar Run Forge and on the channel and with our social media and with the sales and all the other stuff. So we would really appreciate if you guys would kind of, join in on this. Eventually we've got going on for 2025 and, join for the gathering and come here anytime, but please check all that out. They're looking for the link to what? I'm not sure, but,
not sure either.
Maybe just the website. I don't know. But anywho, that way you can sign up for all the stuff and make all that. Kyle says amen. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. It's now 8 o'clock. Mamaw has food ready for us, some supper. And we got to get out of here and shut things down here in the shop. God bless you guys. Have a great new year. And we will see you on the next one, which will be next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, if not sooner.
Adding in to the website is there. The let's see. The email is on. So if you guys won something, and don't try to joke with us because we have it written down. But everything, all of our winners, we have those written down. If you haven't already, send us an email, get in contact with us. That way we can know what we're sending to you, where we're sending it, and Kyle will get you Ann's information over as well. Check out the website. We'll have some updates. Like I said, shop signs are going to be coming up soon. If you guys are looking for a cool gift, those little monogram name signs are really cool. We made one for Michelle right before end of the year. Loved it. Had a bunch of people already asking, you get some of those made. So if you got somebody that you're looking for a gift, those are really cool. Little shameless self-plug there. But the shop signs will be up as well. We'll try to get the gathering swag pile thing figured up here soon. That way we can get the shirts and stuff ordered. Time to be here. If you have not already, sign up for the gathering and get one of those swag piles ordered as well. We'll have the shirt available too if you just want the shirt by itself and nothing else. But
and there's going to be a raffle for the chair.
Oh yeah, there will be a raffle for the chair that's coming up shortly.
All it needs right now is a wooden seat
and
riveted together, and you could win this.
Yeah. So that'll be a giveaway raffle option for the gathering. So make sure you got your ways of money dollar in there.
There you go.
And I think that is it. Peace.
Love you guys. God bless. We will see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.